Hi there, welcome to GrainTV. I'm Kevin McNew. It's Wednesday, February 3rd. Let's take a look at the Grain Edge trading platform and see where we closed. In Chicago, beans, a leader to the downside, losing 9.5 cents. Following yesterday's approach to 1 month highs at 8.90, we closed the day at 8.76 3/4. Wheat was up 4 3/4 cents, and wheat fractionally lower at 1.5 cents down. Some of the news out today was very disappointing for the U.S. economy. U.S. non-manufacturing activity showed a fall in that index from the Institute for Supply Management to 53.5 versus last month's reading of 55.8 and well below expectations of 55.1. So that really had some ramifications today. In particular, the US dollar really took it hard to the downside, giving up 1.6% in value. That was beneficial to wheat because wheat is very export sensitive, and our US dollar being strong as of late has really hurt our wheat exports. So wheat got a bit of a lift, corn not so much so, and beans not at all. The other news out today, rains continue to be favorable for next week as we look into Argentina in that area of dryness that has been concerned. The models continue to show a good likelihood of rain starting this weekend and pushing into next week, which would, if realized, help alleviate some of the dryness there. Let's turn to the energy market. We had EIA give us some new numbers on ethanol, first of all. And in ethanol, we saw a lower production figure for the week by 2,000 barrels per day, totaling 959,000 barrels on average for the week. Also, I think the biggest concern for ethanol was a big jump in stocks or inventories. We saw ethanol stocks up nearly 1 million barrels on the week versus 22.36 on hand. That's problematic because it suggests that we're seeing a sort of a bridging gap between production and demand, and so we're seeing those inventories jump up sharply as well. Speaking of energy inventories, the really big number out today was crude inventories that the crude oil market keeps watching, and yet again we see crude stocks continuing to grow well above expectations. In crude oil, inventories were up 7.8 million barrels versus expectations of only a 4.8 million barrel increase. And on gasoline, inventories of gasoline was up 5.9 million barrels versus 1.7 expected. Now that marks 3 weeks in a row we have seen crude oil stocks come in higher than expected, but on each of those occasions when EIA has released those numbers, we've seen crude oil actually rally off that news. Go figure, maybe economics is suspended, but I think what's problematic right now is that the shorts have been driving this market down, and they are covering without some sort of major stimulus to the downside that they're not getting. But overall, the fundamentals continue to be very bearish. 3 weeks in a row we've seen crude oil stocks beat expectations in terms of what analysts had expected. That has to be somewhat problematic for the bulls to stage any sort of long-term recovery here. Let's look ahead to tomorrow, and I think these these export sales reports from USDA that we get on Thursday are going to become even more important, especially for corn, where we are trailing by a significant margin the USDA's pace needed to reach 1.7 billion bushels for the year. So looking ahead to tomorrow morning's report, we see that corn is looking for analysts are looking for corn sales to come in between 800 and 1 million metric tons. Last week we were at 817,000 metric tons. Soybeans on the low side from last week, 400 to 600 versus 647 last week. Remember last week we had that big cancellation out of China where they cut a 395,000 metric ton purchase, so it's not surprising analysts looking for that cut there. And then wheat, more of the same, analysts not looking for any big deviation from the norm, anywhere between 200 to 400 expected. Last week we fell in the middle of that, 294. So if you're interested in hearing those numbers or seeing those numbers as they come out, follow us on Twitter, @GrainTV is our tag. We will be tweeting those numbers at 7:30 Central Time the minute they come out. That's all we got today. If you have any questions, give us a call, 877-472-4607, or as always, visit us online at grainhedge.com to learn how we can help you with your marketing program for grains.